want to bore you with a very long footage of my drawing skills deteriorating on camera. Here is the final result. Here is how I cram all the body parts I want to animate on 3 layers. I put the head and paws on the top layer, bust and ears on the middle layer, and wings and tail, which I will draw later, on the bottom layer. If the character has no wings, I will usually draw the ears and bust on different layers. When animating ears, I make them go down like this, and the going up part is what makes them look floppy. When the ears go up, they curve upward due to inertia. Then after it reaches the top, we have these extra frames to make it look more floppy, and also to tween the top frame and the original one. Anyways, here's the final version. Okay, this part is pretty easy, because you don't have to redraw anything. Use the lasso tool and circle around the head and move it down. Then, lasso the paws, squish them outward and down. I know this doesn't make sense, but it makes the animation look bouncier.
Widen the bust like the paws. Repeat this until the frame where the ears are at the lowest point.
After that frame, make the head, paws and bust go back to their original position. For the next frames, do the opposite. Move the head up.
Squish the paws inward and up and squish the bust inward.
After that, you can just return them to their original positions, but you can also make them go down a bit before returning to make it more bouncy. Here's the result. This was the hardest one for me to learn and took lots and lots of tries, so I'm going to explain this bit with a separate Flipaclip animation. So when I animate tails, I always start with a line at a resting position. As you can see, when it goes up, the part closer to the dot moves up first and the rest follows through. This part is still pretty easy, but when reaching the top, you might be confused where the tail goes next. Well, since the part close to the dot moves up first, it also falls down first, and the rest follows through like this. A tip to make the tail animation more smooth is to animate more in-betweens in this part. After sketching the tail, you can just follow the sketch and draw the actual tail over it. And now we have this nice floppy tail animation.
If you understand this, you can apply this to other stuff like hair and cheek fur animation. I'm not very good at animating wings, but when I do, I make them stretch and curve outwards, then pull back in and curve inwards like this.
Here's the finished animation. Wait, don't leave yet. Before this video ends, I just want to thank these 2 animators. I'm not friends with her, but Chirux was a huge inspiration to me when I started animating, and how I draw bust and animate was inspired by her. As for Mikoshi, we met when I won her watermark contest, and when she sent me the art prize, I was blown away by her art. She's an amazing friend, and also a huge reason why I've improved so much in organ animation, so a lot of how I draw and animate are also inspired by her art style. Both of them also helped me a lot with tail animation, DD, so thank you so much, if either of them are watching this. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope this crappy tutorial helped you guys all along.